Alright, hello and welcome back. We're back to drawing Victoria, and as you can see I've made a couple changes since we last looked at it. I still need to fix the knives, but I've given her shoes, I fixed her skirt, it looks really good, and I fixed her hair because, you know, if you've got wind in the skirt you gotta have wind in the hair too, right? So now we're going to work on the bane of my entire art existence, which is inking. Inking can go either way. It can be the love of your life, or it can screw things up so badly that you just can't even. So I always start my inking at the head, because top to bottom. So here we go. We're gonna shoot. Yeah, that's gonna look. My other issue with inking is that I can't sketch, and that's really what I'm best at. So, but I do need to do it in little chunks. So here, and the only issue with little chunks is that you gotta start off right where you left off, and that's really hard because then it looks gross. Yeah. And then you have to do these dumb little erase things. So we're just gonna try our best. So that's already looking good. I don't know if I'm gonna do her eyes in the same, because they look really good right now. So yeah, let's see. If we make them a little thicker, is it gonna ruin what we have now? On the contrary, I think it's gonna make it better. Oh, too close. It's a little silent, but the deal with inking is that it takes a lot for me to concentrate on it. Plus there are also other distractions, but I'm working really hard on this. It looks like she's chewing her lip a little, which is a neat thing that I didn't intend to do. I chew my lip all the time. It's not good. I'm surprised it hasn't been bleeding worse. Do you guys chew your lips? We're gonna keep that because that's cute. Once again, the issue with inking. I don't like this line. Okay. Could be better. Still better. There we go. See, now it looks too chunky though, and it doesn't look like hair. This is an issue. Okay, so wait a minute. This, if I curled it, it would look like hair. But then everything else would have to go a different direction, maybe? This is what you find out in ink. You find out what works and what doesn't. And also, I'm not a fan of this pen. But it's gonna have to do. I think the issue is that everything looks a little too straightforward and not enough of like, man, I wanted that line. Not enough of a variety is given. We're back because I had to walk away and get my mother something. Woo! Indentured servitude. No, I'm kidding. I love my mother. And I live in the basement, so I have to really get her everything. Okay, so here's the hard part too. In inking, you correct a lot of things in the sketch because the sketch kind of flows and it moves. In the ink, you gotta make things look better, question mark? I don't know how to exactly explain it. Actually, that looks alright, so we're gonna leave it. Perfect. We're gonna, oh, right. This is a problemo. And usually I find this out after I'm done inking everything, but I wanted to see how it looked. This is why inking is the bane of my existence. Because then I don't even erase anymore. I just go back over things and make the lines thicker. And that's not always the look I want, but you know, it's gonna be what it is. This is how we do. It's not my favorite. It's not the best. But it's what's gonna keep me sane in the long run. We're just here doing our best. Where's the soft? Yesterday, it was really nice. Brendan Urie was on Ellen. And I was just like, yeah, hey, you go, dude. You know. I didn't actually watch it with the sound on. I think my mom had muted it or something, which is fine. I wasn't really interested in watching anyway, but at the same time, like, I was upstairs eating a snack and I was like, yeah, get it. You know, make that money. Isn't that all what we're here for anyway? I have several friends who would disagree, but that's beside the point. It's not like my main objective is to make money. I mean, it's nice because it helps me survive, but eh. So let's talk more about Victoria, I think. When I last left off, she's a total badass. No one really expects a whole lot of her. She is not only a knife wielder, but she's also a seer. Partly because she is part fae, and I know that arm looks horrible, so I'm gonna... that's a problem. But she's also part of the seer class, and I didn't mean to make it sound like D&D just now, because that's not how it's posed in the book, but that's how we're gonna deal. Spaghetti arms. We're just gonna start over. That entire bit. But yeah, no. So she's also a seer, but she sees things of the past. What? Jesus. She sees things of the past, whereas Samuel, her friend, see things of the future. And I guess I should clarify. I said the characters were based off of a friend group I had. All the boys are entirely made up and not necessarily based off of anybody. All the girls are friends I have or have had. Okay, so she would be holding this differently, I feel. The thumb would go this way. Just a major warning, I can't draw hands. The problem also is I've got my tablet at an angle. Alright, so yeah, so forgive me, I'm still working on hands. They are the bane of my existence as well. So there you go. There's a finger. It looks pretty nice. Hopefully I won't have to worry about it too much. Here's the hilt. We're gonna do that so I don't have to worry too much about the finger. They need to look better than this. I can't draw. I'm not a fan. I'm never a fan. At least you guys enjoy my art and think I'm good at it, because I probably would not survive without you guys. You guys are important, and you matter. Okay, so wait a minute. Wait here for just a second. Let's close this. Close the clothes. Okay. Alright. That's actually not as bad. This still looks like a freaking banana. Oh, okay. So here's that bit. It's not skinny enough. Nor nearly as ornate. Because here's the deal. She gets the blades. They're elven blades. Oh, shocker. But they're elven blades. And the deal with it is that, well, no, they're not elven, I'm sorry. They're fey blades. And they were, Mrs. Leafblade in the book says they were made for her. Technically yes, technically no. They were made with someone of her caliber in mind, but no one really knew if they were going to be hers, like this specific person, you know? So, but I can't remember if like weapons choose you or you choose weapons. It's kind of like that. Look at me not remembering what I wrote. But basically she chooses these weapons at Mrs. Leafblade's prodding and ends up, I hate that, ends up with them, as well as being a seer of the past. Which is fun, and yet not so fun for her because, and I'm going to get these chapters up for my $5 patrons, but basically what I've written so far is that in Mr. Philosophy's class, she sees the past, and she sees a past memory of hers, which is really fun, and that's like a great, it's a great revelation for her, but at the same time, it also kind of comes at a price because she later sees how philosophy died, and it's not fun. It's a bit of a bummer, frankly. I didn't realize I'd be killing him off so soon. Like, I kind of thought about it, but I flip-flopped back and forth on it. Then I decided to kill him anyway. So that's fun. Unfortunately, I don't know if Madame Crow will ever die. Madame Crow is the headmistress of the Questing Academy, and I absolutely hate her with every fiber of my being. I did not realize I would be writing such a detestable character. But no, I hate her. And it's not like she's written badly or anything and I just can't figure it out. She's actually written, I feel, very well. But she's a horrible parent and a horrible person, really. And the fact that she's ignored Spencer for so long, and frankly also Lenala, who is the villainess in my novel, is atrocious. And she is to blame for some of her children's issues. And frankly, I kind of thought about killing her off, but I don't know necessarily how or if it would be conducive. Man, everything's in close. Because the deal is that I feel a death has to be necessary. It's not just for shock factor. I mean, it's kind of for that, but also it's got to be important. It's got to spur your characters on, you know? If it doesn't affect your characters in any way. I mean, okay, so it would affect Spencer because, let's see how it would affect. Let's go through. We're going to follow a hypothetical line of thought. If I killed Madame Crow off. Sorry, I got a text. Okay. If I killed Madame Crow off, who would it affect? Well, it would obviously affect Spencer. Because he's been neglected his whole life. And has been looking for that, at least a sliver of motherly affection, and then realizing he's never gonna get it. That would affect him, so he would grieve. I don't know how it would affect the rest of the kids. She's a horrible woman, really. She's not kind to them in the slightest. She's kind of cold. That's her nature. So maybe, yes, they'd be sad, but not weepy, you know? Excuse me, I'm sorry for coughing into the mic. Like, Spencer would be weepy. Spencer would disappear for days and cry and maybe not eat. Victoria wouldn't allow that. Victoria is fond of him and is closest to him. And, but he'd do that. Whereas the other kids, like, yeah, they'd attend the funeral. Yeah, they'd be sad and contemplative, but they wouldn't necessarily cry. And, you know, adults, they have their opinions, but they keep them to themselves, and they'd be grim about the funeral, but it's not like they'd cry either. Maybe Miss Featherstone would cry, but, like, she's a sympathy crier, so she could be crying for Spencer's sake. Who knows? Doot. Oh my goodness. Whenever I hit the button on my pen, it holds the line, which would be nice if I didn't want to use that. As you can see, I changed the skirt. It looks way better now. I think I said that in the beginning, but I wasn't sure. I just made the whoosh noise while drawing that to see if it would help. Do you guys ever do that? I don't. Surprisingly, I see all these posts all the time. People are like, when you're writing and you make the same face. I do that, but with art. Like, if someone's making a face, I'll make it. I'll feel the expression so hard. I'm gonna get interrupted. Alright, here we are, back again, one last time. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Because of the constant interruption, which, I mean, I don't mind. Cool. I got to play a couple rounds of King's Corners in which I ultimately won. But unfortunately, because of those interruptions, I will not be able to get the coloring done in this video, which is a bummer. So we'll just have to do that in the next video. Gotta get this right. I gotta not rush, even though I have things to do, places to be. Don't know where I was. I think I was talking about killing Madame Crow. And then my mom pretended to be a cat. She bought me coffee, so I had to do things for her, you know? And I enjoy spending time with her. So I'm actually not gonna do my right clicky thing because I like how that limb went. So we're just gonna erase like a normal human being would if we were doing traditional art. Okay, so hopefully that looks all right. I'll check on it in a minute. We're gonna finish this leg first. Once again, my tablet has become tilted. That or I just can't draw. I can't draw. That's the verdict. All right. Oh no! Man. That left click thing, it really sneaks up on you. Have I inked everything? That's crazy. All right, well, we're gonna get rid of everything real quick to check on everything. Wow, great. Sweet. Okay, only a couple things to fix, and they're actually not major, which is that's a new one. Question is, do I want to make this thicker? Excuse me. Problem with making it thicker is that it looks like that. But it's, you know, it's okay. It's okay because actually we're just gonna, it'll help us smooth it out a little better. Sure, the wine looks a little wobbly. Wow. Sure, the line looks a little wobbly. I still can't speak. What is modern day English? But you know, I'll just fix that in a minute. There you go, now it looks like it's shaded. Whatever. No one's gonna care. Unless you do care, in which case, well, sorry. Bet you the day you kissed a rider in the dark. I love Lord. She's really great. Oh, you know what I forgot? You know what I forgot? I forgot this little bit right here. All right. No. Turn that off. Turn that off. Right, we still gotta fix her knees. Oh, once again with these gosh darn knees. All right. We're gonna freehand this because I don't like how the ankle looked anyway. It wasn't very ankly. This is easy. That we can fix. No. All right, we gotta start at the ankle. There we go. That's how it's done. This is how we do it. All right. We're getting places. We're going somewhere. I can actually draw. I bet you guys love the up and down. Oh, I can't draw. Oh, I can draw. You know, like I'm actually surprised. You know? I bet you all relate to that. Oh, bug. There we go. Oh, and then there's this like weird knee bit. There we go. That looks all right. No, it doesn't. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. It's Gucci. Not Gucci. That's the new meme. Gucci. It's a good idea, bad idea. Gucci. Getting your friends a dog for their birthday. Not Gucci. Getting them like a tiger. Because they belong in the wild anyway. And while they may look like cute kitty cats, they are actually dangerous predators and cannot fully be domesticated. And I'm going to add, there's one more thing in the clothes sketch I added. I added this. I'm going to add that so I don't forget it in color. Because if I forget it, I'm going to kick myself. So that's a placeholder, and it's going to look weird. Oh, and you know what? These are actually going to be black. Because that's how that looks. Because the last one I did was this one, I can't Z-click this one. I still kind of want to fix the knives, so let's see if we can do that real quick. Yeah, they still look like bananas, and also one is longer than the other, which is wrong. I'm going to fix it here. See, they're curved, but they're not as graceful as I want them to be. Now I missed the mark completely. Oh, you bitch. I'm sorry. There we go. Still, well, you know what? I forgot. There's like details like this. So I'll make that a placeholder. That's a placeholder right there. Because the deal is that they look like bananas until they're covered in which they are not. Actually, that was perfect. Gosh darn, why did I have to ruin it? There we go. Placeholder. This one's a little too curvy now. See, this is what happens. You get nitpicky. Nitpicky. Ugh. Did you like that soft whisper of, alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get it right. It's gonna work out. Man, this is hard. I'm not a fan. Maybe we should try the underside first. Like, and then that's too skinny, but we come down this way. That wasn't painful to watch at all. Oh, shoot. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. That was really weird, and I'm sorry if I gave you guys sensory nightmares. I say that whenever something is sensory displeasing to me, I go, that was a sensory nightmare. And I'm sure that was, and so I'm sorry. I did not mean to inflict that kind of pain on you. And you know what? It can look thick, because you know why? Because that's the sharp edge. That's how we're going to justify it. Oh, man. So unfortunately, I have to get ready to go again. I have more errands to run, surprisingly. So unfortunately, color will have to be in the next video, which is totally fine. I'm sure you appreciate me keeping this video short anyway, as it has taken quite a while to do this one. So, real quick. All right. This is looking decent. Yeah, I think we're ready to color in the next video. Awesome, awesome. Once again, if you'd like to see videos like these before the rest of the world does, just subscribe to my Patreon. And if you want to see the finished product of this, you can go literally onto any social media. There will be links in the YouTube video. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye, guys.